Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most gracious of all. Good day to the honorable judges, my respected teachers, my beloved friends, and ladies and gentlemen who present here. I feel so honored to be standing in front of all of you on this special occasion. But first of all, let us extend our gratitude to the Almighty, whose blessing and grace are always with us, so that we can be here on this blissful day in a good condition. Before we get into today's topic, let us indulge a bit into our nation's history. As Malaysians, I've always been told stories and legends of our ancestors who fought for this freedom we are living in. For decades, our country has lived in this freedom. This freedom was not easy to obtain. Blood, sweat, and tears had been sacrificed by our ancestors to achieve them. For decades, our country has celebrated Independence Day with happiness and honor. And for decades, we also have built this country with hope and despair. Being the later generation, we were supposed to follow the footsteps of our ancestors who strived toward independence. Their actions allows Malaysia to progress dramatically fast in the moving stream of modernization. We should inherit their courage and strength to become a stronger community. As long as the story lives, we pay our tribute to all our warriors for their contribution towards the country. May Allah pour His blessing and rahmah upon their souls. Other than that, we should try our best to hold on to this peaceful and harmonious circle that we have. The incident on the 30th of May 1969 was something that we should all regret and solemnly swear that it will never be repeated. You may wonder, what is the cause of this incident? Well, it all started from 3-4 blokes from the opponent party that turns into a bleeding war on the streets. It is such a shame for a country that's lived with various cultures, races and religions for more than a decade can control peace within its people. Ladies and gentlemen, the Independence Day is the right moment for us to look back at the past of how our ancestors were struggling to gain freedom. Learning about the history is one way to make this nation great. History can also help us to get to know Malaysia better and love it even more. Learning about the past can also help us to make this nation maintaining its freedom and make this country a better place to live in. Although our country has tasted freedom for a very long period, there are still many aspects and situations that need to be improved. It is very upsetting to see there are still many civilians living in poverty. The corruption is everywhere and the economy seems to get worse day by day. It seems like we still have a long way to go to become one big fabulous nation. Even so, with the natural and human resources that we have, I believe we can pursue our dream to become one big fabulous nation. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to open your eyes. If you hasn't seen, Malaysia is one blessed country. Our sun shines each day, and our rains pour regularly, fertilizing our soil so that our seedlings can grow healthily. This is a sign for us to be grateful of all of God's favors. And ladies and my beloved audiences, freedom is one thing that we should be grateful for. To show our gratitude, we need to contribute positively to society. We don't need to be the president or the ministry first to show our contribution to the country. Even a small act like being respectful and tolerant with others can play a very important part in developing this country. Every person has a role to make this nation grow. For example, students' role are to study hard and the teachers' role are to teach students. Of course, we ideally have to do our roles right to achieve the goals faster. To end my speech, I would like to ask you to pray to God for us and for this country to help us maintain this freedom so that our children and grandchildren can celebrate Independence Day with happiness and freedom rights in their heart. That's all from me. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.